bored to death, he said, under his breath. It's Rhyme and Reason 495.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're...
Hey there, Tony here, and with a show of hands, who's bored? Who is bored? Bored to death. Bored to death. Oh, it's so boring. Well, you know what? I can't say I've never been bored to death. It's a figure of speech. So it hasn't actually happened to me, but I've been bored. If it had actually bored me to death, you wouldn't be listening to this because I wouldn't be recording it. But anyway, back to the point. While I have breath, I won't be bored to death. That's the way I look at it. That's my perspective. There's just still too darn much to do in life. And I'm a lot closer to the end of this life of mine than the beginning. But that's sort of what makes the whole point crystal clear to me. Have you noticed how many mind-numbing distractions there are in the world today? Oh, man, there's so many. At least in the parts of the world with easy access to technology. I know you know what I'm talking about. Mobile devices with tons of apps for gaming and movies and music and so much more. There's a lot of stuff I don't even have a clue about because I don't really use that many apps. But I know they're out there and I see people on them all the time. Well, when I'm around people, that's not so much right now, of course, as you know. Big screen TVs, you got those. You can watch all the latest blockbusters and sports events, whichever are happening of those. Don't get me started on pro sports. That's an oxymoron right there. Anyway, and then there's a never-ending supply of live events that you can attend, at least when that's allowed again, if ever. So why are there so many people who still get so bored? I've seen little kids who say, I'm bored, as they twiddle their thumbs on their little phones and tablets, tell their mom, I'm bored. And then workers who say, I'm bored, as, their cubicles and their other workspaces fill up with debris that's actually supposed to be their work. And really, the list just goes on. But why? Well, let me lay this out there for your ponderance. See if any of this makes any sense to you, okay? Or if you just think I'm working my indoctrination agenda, I've got this ulterior motive, and you're going to be in my power. I believe humans are bored even in the middle of all these amazing sights and sounds because none of that actually fills them up. It won't fill you up. None of it even has the slightest chance of satisfaction and fulfillment because none of it lasts. Have you ever noticed that? It all fades away. You play a game, you get to the end of the game. You watch a movie, you get to the end of a movie. You watch a sports event, you'll get to the end of the sports event, and so on and so on and so on. And no matter what your preference for distraction is, somewhere inside you is the realization that it's all going to be over way too soon, right? All right, I'm going to play this bit of music, and I'll be back with one little bit to finish up.
can do.
Yes, I believe we all can do what we need to. But will we? Will you? Will I? That's the point. That's the question. So what's a human to do? What can carry you through? Is there hope anywhere? And does anyone care? Well, I could say, if you want me to. And maybe I will in the next episode. And until then, this is Tony from TonyFunderburk.com reminding you that life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and